Hi guys, Miguel here with Environmental Plumbing out here in Almont. Just replaced the pressure switch for a pressure tank that had the switch tripping out a little bit too much. We replaced it. Unfortunately, the issue persists.
That's right, Miguel. Unfortunately here, for this customer, the issue isn't the pressure switch, it's the pressure tank. Inside the pressure tank is a bladder, or a diaphragm. This separates the water and the air inside the tank. As the water gets used in the home, the air pressure in the tank goes down. The tank has a pressure gauge, and once it reaches a low enough PSI level, the well pump will turn on to fill the bladder in the tank in order to restore the pressure levels. Because the bladder is a direct source from the well water, it can take damage from natural debris entering the pressure tank or from erosion. This leaves holes in the bladder and causes the tank to waterlog. When that happens, the water is no longer filling the bladder to create pressure and instead filling in the tank. This causes your well pump to turn on in order to deliver the water to its source when you use anything that uses water in your home. By now you're probably thinking, well, that's fine, right? Well, you'd be wrong. The pressure switch on your pressure tank will then turn on and off, causing your well pump to turn on when you use any amount of water. This issue can lead to a mechanical failure in your well pump. This premature disposal of equipment adds to our landfill waste and increases consumptions of raw material. It can also lead to higher energy bills. Not only does this leave you paying more, but it contributes to higher carbon emissions as well. Lastly, inconsistent water pressure, which can lead to leaks, pressure surges, and water waste in other appliances due to poor pressure regulation.
So, in order to keep our planet green and your wallets greener, it's better to replace your pressure tank before it leads to more environmental and financial impacts.
Here are some signs and tips that your pressure tank may need replacing. Rapid cycling or short cycling of the pump and pressure switch. Head over to your pressure tank and listen for the pump or the switch to turn on and off frequently, every few minutes or a few seconds. Noisy pipes or water hammering when shutting fixtures on or off. Low or inconsistent water pressure. If your pressure tank has no air pocket, head to your pressure tank and tap the upper portion of the tank. If it does not sound hollow, it's likely full of water. Visible water leaks or condensation around the tank. Look around the pressure tank relief valve for any leaks. If the tank is often sweating, it could be an indication of internal issues. Incorrect pressure readings. Watch the pressure gauge during usage. If the pressure is rising and falling too quickly, or if the system does not hold pressure once the pump shuts off, it may be waterlogged.
Frequently tripped breakers and repairs.
If the pump control switch or circuit breaker that the pressure tank is connected to trips frequently, then you may have an overworked pump. If you noticed any of the previous signs, it may be time to call the experts at Environmental Plumbing to replace your tank and get your system back to normal.
At least they know who to call.
You got that right, Miguel. Call us at 613-762-1969 or book online at environmentalplumbing.ca.